Topping the news at 5:30. If you're feeling under the weather, you are not alone. Flu cases are surging across the country. I'm joined now by Dr. Stephen Turkovich, the president of Oishei Children's Hospital. Norovirus also on the rise. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
All right, let's talk about this. Are you seeing this in our local hospitals? Students, kids coming in with more cases of the flu and norovirus?
Yeah, we're actually seeing a pretty typical flu season, and we had RSV, which peaked sort of in December and early January. Now the flu is really on the rise. We had about over 200 cases in our ED last week, and that's just been doubling week over week. So it's a great time to get your flu shot because we are seeing quite a bit of it.
Okay, and when is it appropriate to take your child to the hospital or you yourself to the hospital if you have the flu? We do know, unfortunately, people do die of the flu, including kids.
Yeah, and kids can be pretty resilient, so they can be pretty good and being just sick, but not too bad, and then get really sick pretty fast. So I always tell parents, use your maternal or paternal instinct. If you feel like your kid is just not acting right, or if they're having difficulty breathing, those would be two indications to come to the hospital. And for babies, many times they're not eating a lot, so look out for dehydration, lethargy, and again, those breathing challenges, breathing fast, turning blue, or using those extra muscles in their ribs to breathe. Those are signs they need attention right away.
Do you have any flu deaths this year that you guys have reported at the hospital?
Fortunately, no, but we have seen some pretty sick kids from it.
Okay, very good. Norovirus, what are the causes of norovirus, the symptoms that people can experience? It's pretty nasty.
So norovirus people think of as a stomach flu. It's the vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, sometimes fever. Sometimes it's only 1 to 2 days, but it's pretty miserable. It'll hit you pretty fast, and then fortunately it'll go pretty fast. You'll see it go throughout the country. Many times you'll see it on cruise ships and other areas where there's lots of people around. It spreads very easily. A very small amount of virus can actually cause you to become infected. And one of the things that people don't recognize is that those hand sanitizers don't work for it.
Oh.
So the way to protect yourself is wash your hands the old-fashioned way with soap and water for 20 seconds. That will kill the virus on your hands.
Interesting. So regular soap is better than hand sanitizer.
Yep.
Hand sanitizer just smells so bad. You seem like you feel like it could kill anything.
Yep. Unfortunately,
Wow.
It doesn't work for norovirus.
Interesting. Is norovirus something that you are seeing kids coming to the hospital for as well?
Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen a variety of viral illnesses, and norovirus is one of them. And we're seeing it in all ages, but really it's the youngest that seem to be the most severely affected, just because they don't have a lot of reserve. So again, keep an eye out for that dehydration.
Dehydration is the big one, yeah. And then is norovirus something people can die from as well?
Well, if you have a compromised immune system, you're always at risk for dying from viral illnesses. Most people do well with that. You just want to maintain that hydration with Gatorade or a Pedialyte at home. And again, if you're not feeling well, come to the hospital and get some IV fluids. But it's really the youngest and the oldest among us that are always at highest risk.
Norovirus doesn't last super long. It's a pretty miserable day or two, correct?
Correct. Yeah, that's the good thing about it, in that, it comes on fast. It's pretty miserable, but usually 1 to 2 days, and then it's out of your system.
How about the flu? How long can that last?
That can last a good 5 to 7 days, and sometimes a cough especially can linger for weeks to maybe a month or so. And that could also make you feel really, really miserable, especially the fevers.
Good preventative measures beyond washing your hands for the norovirus or even the flu beyond the flu shot?
So flu shot, washing your hands. If you feel sick, put a mask on. Don't go out in public. Try to isolate yourself as much as you can. Protecting others, especially those that you may not know have compromised immune systems, is really, really important.
Let's talk about the norovirus vaccine that is in a late stage clinical stage. It's the 3. Talk about that and when we could potentially see that come onto the market.
So the good news is the COVID vaccines, which utilize mRNA technology, now we're looking at that technology for a variety of other illnesses, including norovirus. It's in phase 3 trials, which is the last stage trials before it could potentially get approved. But they're looking for at least 25,000 people to become enrolled and then watch them and see if it actually works. So they're anticipating late 2025 or early 26 for those trials to be complete, get the data, and see if it actually works.
And tell us a little bit about what that entails, that vaccine. Is it a double shot, or how does it work?
So right now they're working through all those different protocols. Part of the studies look at the dose, the duration. Do you need a booster? If you need a booster, when you would need a booster? Should there be different doses for different ages? All those sort of questions are going to be answered during the study.
Is that something that locals are involved in? Is the local hospital involved in that clinical study?
We're not involved with that, but I'm sure that if you go to the website, you can probably get enrolled if you'd like.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Anything else about either of these?
No, good time, wash your hands, get your flu shot. As I said, flu is on the rise, and I know a lot of people that are out sick, so protect yourselves.
A lot of people here at Channel 4, unfortunately, have gone down with both of those things. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Doctor, for joining us.
My pleasure.
Really